my gosh, the Evolution machine is back. And no, you cannot find this still in the stores. And we already, from that one little quick mention earlier, have sold about 100 of them because you guys were waiting and waiting and waiting for its return. How about a system that's a die cutter? How about a system that's an embosser? And how about a system that now is what's called letterpressing, which is a super hot thing in the world of creativity? Well, we saved this specifically for our hour. I have 600 left, and that's it. It's going to be sold out, and I think it's going to sell out within the hour. It's available today in the best configuration you're ever going to get anywhere whatsoever, and a huge value. You would spend almost $236 to replicate what you're getting tonight at $179.95. Now let's layer onto that 5 flex pays for the next hour and 15 minutes, and layer onto that free shipping and handling on this as well. I'm going to get Andrew out here right away so we can jump into what this is all about. I didn't even show you what's in the kit. It's so massive because I'm going to allow you to do that.
You know what? It's funny because I actually have a ton of samples and I couldn't put them on the table because the kit has so much in it.
The kit starts here and goes all the way over there.
Right. So let's just go through exactly what you're getting in the kit. Now, sure. I want to just say, when I start showing you what this tool can do, you're going to be mad if you haven't already got on the phone line as I'm showing you what's in it. So just be ready for that. So you're getting the tool. You're going to get 2 embossing folders. Now, these are the big 6x6 embossing folders. You're getting a quick stick, which is fabulous. If you're doing any kind of die cutting, it doesn't matter what machine you have, you're going to love having that. You're getting your platform and mat, which you absolutely need. And we're also even throwing in a foam mat if you like really detailed embossing. You'll want to use that for that. But you're getting 1 mat. Now, why just 1 mat? I'll show you in a minute. It's better than any other system. You're getting 8 die cuts. Now, when it comes to the letterpress, this is where I start getting all gushy because I love to do the letterpress. You're getting your platform, okay, which is fantastic. But then you're getting all the dies. So you're getting this switchable die, which allows you to do multiple color letterpressing, okay? So cool. You can see I can swap out the words in here. I can do 2 different colors for the keys versus the keyboard, and then I've got awesome, thinking of you, I love you, hello, thank you, noteworthy, all of those in there, and you just basically do it by just sliding them into the platform and then picking your font. Isn't that cool? And then I'm going to show you how to actually do the letterpress here in a second. And then you're getting a full pattern letterpress. You're getting the sticks. You're getting cotton paper, 10 sheets of cotton paper. I'm getting tired just going through it all. You're getting all the foam squares to be able to mat. You're getting the adhesive sheets. You're getting the cleaning cloths. You're getting 5 inks, and these inks will last you forever. You're getting the brayer. You're getting the platform to roll your ink out. And my favorite thing that you're getting is a custom letterpress plate. So you can send us your artwork. We'll send you back a die made just for you.
Just for you. How cool is that? Okay.
So that alone right there is $40.
So remember, it does embossing, which is great. And you can use basically any kind of embossing folders out there. It does die cutting, which is cool. And you can use lots of different die cuts. They're included as well. And now it does letterpress, which is really what separates this from everybody else.
Yep. So let's check this out. Now, again, we thought we'd be launching these in July. We still don't have them in our warehouse. We were able to scramble just enough for HSN to sell these again. But when how many are left? I don't know, just a few hundred here. Right. They're gone, and you're not going to be able to get them for another month still. But let me show you what this does. Now, on the bottom of here, I've got 4 feet. Not just 1 big foot, 4 feet. And that helps it so that it stays sucked down. When you open that up, they just suck onto the table, and they'll stick and hold on. Now, inside here, if I throw this down, you'll see that there's storage in here. You can put dies in here. You can take your handle off and throw it in there. Why would I want to take my handle off? I'll show you in a minute. But look how easily I can put the handle on. I don't need a screw. I don't need an Allen wrench. A lot of people called me when they first got their tools and said, I don't have an Allen wrench for my handle, because that's what they're used to. That's not how we memory keepers build stuff. But again, I've got to show you this dial on the side, because no more am I going to have more than just 1 base plate and my mat. I do not have to have an A, a B, a C, a D, and sit here and try to figure out how to sandwich them. All I'm going to do is say, hey, I want to emboss. I'm going to use an embossing folder. What am I going to do? Set it to embossing. Hey, I want to do letterpressing. Depending on how thick or thin the paper is, depends on where I'm going to put it on the dial. But hey, if I want to do die cutting, I just turn that down. So what's happening, instead of trying to make the right depth by different thicknesses of mats, we have a roller that's inside the tool, so that when I open that up and I change that, the top roller is going up and down. So it just makes it so that you don't have to think twice when you're doing. And see, I put the feet down. Now I can't move it. But let's just show you. I'm going to actually take it off, so I'm going to be swapping it around side to side. Let's do an embossing folder. So I'm going to take it to embossing. I'm going to take one of the embossing folders. I'm just going to do half of this just so you can see the difference. But we're going to throw it in. Again, you're getting this embossing folder. These 6x6 embossing folders are awesome because not only can you still do an A2 because we silkscreen grids on it, but you can do a full 6x6 as well. So I'm going to lay that in there just with my mat, my one mat, and my one platform because I don't have to get out an instruction book to figure it out, and I just roll it through. Now this is the
just
smoothest.
to repeat this, if anybody has other embossing folders, they're good to go.
They're going to work. In fact, there's a chart that shows you exactly what settings you can use for different thicknesses, even if the big foam ones, they'll still work in here.
Yeah, in fact, we'll show you guys this too. I love this chart because look at all the brand names up there, you guys. This is a really big deal. There's never been a universal platform that could do all this like this at all. So look, even Anna's that we just had on, if you got all her folders, the Cuttlebug, you got DieCut works. So there's all the dies, the folders, and that's cool too that the etched dies work in here.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, never again are you going to have to sit here and go, oh, I've got these dies, I'm not going to be able to work with this machine.
Right.
This machine, you just change the dial to what works. And you can mark your machine and say, hey, I've got a lot of these kind of dies. I usually like it on setting 4. Go ahead and mark it for yourself. So I just got done rolling that through. I just look at that. Look at the difference between that embossed side and the non-embossed side. I mean, it is so deep, it is so thick, and it was so smooth rolling through. That's one of the things that, the most comments that people get back there like, I had no idea how smooth one of these could actually feel when I roll my dies through. So now let's go ahead and do a die cut. Let's grab one of these. Now, you're thinking, Andrew, you need to go get your other mats. Where are they? You got to go get the A and the B and the C to be able to sandwich this all together. Nope, I'm just using my same one mat. I'm turning my dial now down to die cutting.
Oh, that's great.
That's pretty much all I'm going to do, and I'm going to roll that through. Now you're probably wondering, oh shoot, he didn't put it down far enough because it's probably not going to cut because it's so smooth looking. That's what everybody. When I roll it through, it's like, oh, did I do it? Did I mess it up? No.
Look at that.
It's there. Look at those.
That's awesome.
Perfectly cut out. Very smooth. Very easy to use, and embossed at the same time. Yep, you can see that edge. Look how beautiful that edge is around it. So it flattens that cardstock out, gives you that extra little piece of something, and that's fun. Now, these are all great. These are all fun, but we haven't even showed you my favorite thing.
Yeah, I know. This is really cool.
So, letterpressing. This is how you use it. So you'll take your platform like this, and you'll use your adhesive sheets that I have right here, okay, because they're all included. You're going to glue it down to the platform where you want it to be. Then you're going to take your foam squares, and you're going to put them where you want your paper to be. So I'm going to take the paper, I'm going to set it inside right where I want it to be. And then I'm going to come over here, I'm going to take one of my inks, now this is just blue, and you do not, I mean, when I put a little bit of blue on there, that will probably make 15 to 20 cards. I mean, you do not need to put, in fact, I put way too much on here, so I apologize. But then you're just going to rub that out, okay? And just smooth it out, and see, I put way too much on because that's what guys do. So I'm going to rub it out. Now I'm just going to take it over here. Now normally I'd use these guide strips, again, included, if I'm trying to just do something really intricate and not get ink everywhere, but I don't really care. So I'm just going to go and rub it on here. And you just, and depending on how much ink you put down and how smooth it is, or how deep you want the color to be, you'll just put more on depending on what you're trying to achieve.
You know what I love about this specifically when it comes to letterpress work? It's very accurate.
Oh, yes.
You know, that's what's amazing. That's just really what separates this from everything else.
Cards,
yes.
You want it to be perfect, right?
Right.
So you're going to roll that on there. Now, I'm not trying to make it perfect here because I love a little bit of variance when I do my inking. Now, this is polyresin ink. This is the real deal for letterpressing. This isn't stamping. This is the real deal. And why does that matter? Watch when I put it on the cotton paper. It's going to dry on contact. So I squeeze it over. I take my machine. Oh, I got to go get the instructions. No, I don't. It's right here. I just go to letterpress.
That's great.
Turn the dial. If you can turn a dial, you can use this machine.
You have this figured out, yeah.
And then you're just going to roll that through. Okay? And watch this when I bring it out. Look at that.
Wow.
That's the pattern. All over, completely dry with that polyresin ink on cotton paper.
That's amazing.
Isn't that great?
And again, that's over and over and over and over again.
Yeah, you can just make a ton of those.
We also have more of the letterpress images available. Remember, you're getting a whole set to start with. You get the coupon to create your own, which I think is so neat. So it could be, you know, your favorite image or a smiley face or whatever. So you can do that. Maybe it's your name with your address, and you want to use that over and over again. But there's the free coupon that's included. But also, they're always coming out out with more. So this isn't just, hey, I got a few things and what am I going to do with it? You really will start using it for a lot, especially when you get into that letterpress. It's fascinating what it can do. It's so fun to use,
and it's so elegant. It's such an art form, and people are going to think you spent the big bucks when you look at your cards.
Having it printed.
Yeah, I mean, they spend $2,000 to do wedding cards with a letterpress. You're going to be able to do this at home for the machine and everything you have here, which is fantastic. Now, I said that the handle could come off really easy. I want to show you why. Now, this isn't included with the kit tonight, but I wasn't able to show it last time. I can't wait to show it right now.
He was forbidden to show this last time.
Look at this, kids.
Everybody wanted this.
This machine is the first also of its kind that you are going to be able to buy an attachable motor. So if you're plugged in at home, you're going to be able to have a motor that you can run forwards and backwards. And then if you go to a crop and you're like, hey, I got my handle inside, I can't take my motor with me, you just pop that off. You pop this on, and you're good to go. So if you're sitting there saying, hey, I want a motorized machine, I don't know if I want to get this one, guess what? This one's going to give you the opportunity to do that. It's still going to cost less than a normal motor machine, even when you buy the additional motor when you get it on there. And you're going to have both options.
And again, the motor's not available just yet, but you promised it's coming.
It's a few weeks out, so I understand. I almost had it for tonight.
Oh,
almost.
Darn it.
Almost.
So if you get the machine, just keep your eye out, and the motor's going to be coming, and those motors will be sold out in an instant.
Oh, I'm sure they will.
Well, when we launched this, we sold a ton of them in a single day. It was a great launch. So tonight what we did a little bit different is you've got 5 flex pays, and that's only for now about a little over an hour. Also, look at this configuration. It is massive. So remember, any of the dies that you have at home, basically they can work in here. Any of the embossing folders you have, they're going to work in here. So if you have an older system and maybe the handle broke, or it was really big and bulky and cumbersome, or you just, I don't know, something happened to it, it doesn't work anymore, this is going to work with all that stuff that you keep, but you don't have a new die cut or embossing system. But then you add the letterpress capability to it. That's really what separates this from anything else we've ever featured on HSN. It does more easier than any other system we have.
Absolutely.
Really.
If you've been afraid of them, or if you've used them before and you've lost love with them, doing manual die cutting is so fun for me. I love using it, and to be able to do it with all of this stuff and to be able to just change a dial. Again, I want to show you that because it's so fun. It's so easy to just take this. And again, we've marked it. Both of these go the same direction. The bar goes down as you come around, but we've got numbers on this side so you can mark it, and on this side we've just got the predetermined embossing, letterpress, die cutting. And again, you're doing it based on how thick or how thin your paper is. You cannot have that kind of intricate adjustment with a normal machine. Even if you have your right mat and your right B mat and your whatever, you can't change if you've got thin or thick
kind of
paper.
intricacy,
You can do it with this.
All right, and it's the only one of its kind, so stay on the line for that. The 5 flex ends in about an hour and 5 minutes. Okay, don't go anywhere because we have washi tape galore coming up.